On March 16, the live event X-Men 60 Uncanny Years took place, which commemorated the 60 years of mutants. During this event, several interesting news regarding the X-Men were revealed, so in this video we will quickly recap them. In case you knew, or maybe not, Marvel has an application to read comics. In this, completely original small comics are usually published. From Spider-Man titles to entire X-Men series. One of these published titles was X-Men Unlimited, which is a compendium of small stories. Now, and as part of the celebration of these heroes, Marvel consolidated that on March 27 it will start a 6-part arc that will delve into the mutant race on the island of Krakoa and beyond. Writer Grace Freud returns to revisit the latest generation of mutants featured in Marvel's Voices, Pride, 2022, #1 alongside artists Alberto Albuquerque and Yen Nitro. In this story we will see Jubilee help these mutants to defeat Mojo. This series will have a weekly periodicity, so every Monday it will have a new chapter. Negasonic Teenage Warhead,
¡Es el mejor nombre de la vida!
whom you will remember from the Deadpool movies, will have his first solo story from Andrew Wheeler, Carola Borelli, and Brittany Peer. The story will be released via Marvel Unlimited. This will begin in Marvel's Voices, Negasonic Teenage Warhead issue 44, which is already available in the app, and will continue weekly every Wednesday until issue 49. Moving on to physical comics, 2 new titles were announced at the event. A new installment of the Hellfire Gala for this year and the return of the Uncanny Avengers. Let's start with the Hellfire Gala. X-Men, Hellfire Gala 2023 will kick off the FIO-FX event, which was announced during New York Comic Con. There aren't many details about this event, but it is mentioned that we could see the end of the Krakoa era here. Written by Jerry Duggan alongside an all-star lineup of artists including Chris Anka, Joshua Cassara, Russell Dodderman, Adam Kubert, Pepe Larraz, R.B. Silva and Luciano Vecchio, July's Hellfire Gala #1 will be a 48-page one-shot that propels the mutant race into an unpredictable future. Here we will see a series of shocking revelations, amazing betrayals, horrible tragedies, impossible deaths, and more surprises yet to be revealed. Along with this announcement, X-Men editors Jordan D. White and Lauren Amaro commented that Marvel has plans to create a real version of the X-Men's Hellfire Gala, which would take place at San Diego Comic-Con. This will be organized by D23, the official Disney fan club. The displayed invitation reads as follows: You are cordially invited to join Marvel and D23, the official Disney fan club, as we dress up in the fiercest fashions and get ready for the party of summer. Mutant, heroes, villains, and more are invited to the first real-life Hellfire Gala, where we'll bring the living island of Krakoa to San Diego, California on July 22, 2023. The Hellfire Gala invites the human and superhuman world to witness and be dazzled by the global achievements of the mutant race. This groundbreaking event is also where the highly anticipated announcement of the annual X-Men lineup is made. After this statement, Russell Dodderman, who has designed several of the costumes for this event, shared the outfit that Jean Grey will wear in this new installment of the Hellfire Gala. In the month of August, the Avengers Unit Squad returns with the new volume of Uncanny Avengers. This new series will be written by Jerry Dugan, with art by Javier Guerin. The team will be formed by Captain America after the simultaneous attacks that occurred in the United States and Krakoa. Event that we will see in a short story that will be published in this year's Free Comic Book Day special. If you remember, this team made up of metahumans and mutants was formed after the events of Avengers vs. X-Men, as part of Cap's effort to make humanity stop fearing mutants. The title enjoyed 2 good volumes before being cancelled. This new lineup is made up of Deadpool, Captain America, Rogue, Quicksilver, Psylocke, Penance, and Captain Krakoa. X-Men, the animated series creators Eric and Julia Lawald and X-Men'97 writer and executive producer Bo DeMeo were on hand at this event to discuss the importance of the classic X-Men series. DeMeo himself shared a first synopsis of the story which reads as follows. Picking up shortly after the events of the final episode Graduation Day, The series will apparently deal with the fallout from the world that saw Henry Peter Gyrich shoot Xavier during a human-slash-mutant relations summit. As Xavier and Lilandra set out for the Shi'ar homeworld for Xavier's cure, global support for the mutant race grows. As we've seen in previous trailers for the animated series, the X-Men roster will see some changes as Morph and Bishop join the team. Things are apparently going so well that Rogue and Gambit consider giving civilian life a try, while Magneto was moved enough by Xavier's words and actions to consider trying his friend's philosophy. So with all this happily ever after stuff, what better time for Mr. Sinister to return? In fact, many news sites began sharing this description as the show's official synopsis, so DeMeo had to give a new statement. He stated that his comments do not correspond to an official synopsis, but rather that it was the answer to a question he was asked during the broadcast. DeMeo also clarified that the series would show us Cyclops and Storm trying to carry out Xavier's dream. Currently, the first season is already in its final stages of production, and in fact it is thought that we could see its premiere this year. Cal Dodd, who gives voice to Wolverine, revealed via Twitter that he was already recording his character's dialogues for the second season and even shared a video about it. Unfortunately, the voice actor had to delete the post to avoid spoilers. Even so, news of the second season quickly made the rounds of the internet. To conclude, Marvel recently launched the solicitations for the month of June, where they revealed that we will have a crossover between mutants and Iron Man. This story will be written by Jerry Duggan and will be a prelude to the Hellfire Gala, Theo FX, and the new status of the X-Men. This story will take place in X-Men #23 and Invincible Iron Man #7 and #8. Here we'll look at the Stark Sentinels, who will be featured in a short story from Avengers/X-Men #1. These new variants of the Sentinels were created with Stark technology, so Tony's help will be necessary so that the mutants can stop these beings. The crossover will begin on June 7th with X-Men #23 and conclude that same month with Invincible Iron Man #8. The art will be in charge of Joshua Cassara and Juan Frigeri. That was all the news regarding X-Men. Tell us which announcement surprised you the most and if you are already waiting for the premiere of X-Men '97. We are the Comic Awakens, and we will see you in the next video.